Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a Facebook Live with Rhonda. It is just about noontime. Well, it's about 1 o'clock here, so it is lunchtime. For some, I actually just got done with my lunch, and I wanted to come in here for a quick little break and do some stamping with you. Today, I have a simple yet absolutely beautiful card featuring one of our new products that are out of the Stampin' Up! Catalog, the new mini catalog. Usually I come here and show you like a fun fold or a cute little box, and today I'm going to show you just a neat little technique that you can use with one of our really cool new products that we're going to carry. I'm also going to show you a little bit about how to clean it and just how simple and easy it is to make a really incredibly beautiful card. I also want to show you, let me see if I got it here. Upcoming, I have every month, one of my biggest passions that I do in my business is a program called Creating for Christ. And every single month we do a class for you. For everybody who's a part of Creating for Christ, we have a Facebook group. It's free to be a part of. We pray together. We have prayer lists. We have card showers. We do devotionals together. Right now we're doing a book study together. It is an incredibly active and amazing group. I run it with my very good friend Julie Salva, and we also have Christy Davey in Australia, and we have Ange McKay in Canada, and we have admin helper and Jennifer Drake. There's a whole team of us there that just absolutely love Creating for Christ. Let me know if you guys are a part of Creating for Christ. I know many of you are. So this month, I want to show you the class that you can order the supplies. You can order a kit that will be sent to you with the supplies that you need to put everything together. You just always provide your own stamps and your own ink. Of course, we give you the option to add that onto your kit if you want to as well. But this month's is spectacular. It's just so beautiful. They're always God inspired. When I create these or come up with the idea, Michelle Litwiller almost always helps me create them. We do them together, and this one we did together as well. We're a great team, but I always pray about it for a while until something pops in my head. God just works that way. Just boom, Rhonda, let's do this month. So this month I think is really quite spectacular. So while I am waiting for everyone to log on and we're going to get into today's project, I want to show you these. So we are making this is my favorite one. We are making boxes, and these are boxes that are already done. You don't have to do any scoring. You don't have to do any it's even no adhesive. It is like Stampin' Up! Does them for you. And you are going to decorate them. We're using the Artfully Art Gallery paper. Gosh, I don't even know the name of it. But it's some beautiful paper, and we will include the paper in your kit. And then when you open it up, so they slide open, then inside will be a card. Obviously, you'll put candy inside. You could put, body lotion or any kind of a gift you want to put inside. But then there's also little scripture cards, very just uplifting scriptures that are inside. So you can make up, there's enough to do 5 boxes, and obviously you'll have lots of extra supplies afterwards. But you're gonna make 5 boxes. So here's this one with the butterfly, and this one is this scripture verse. Let's see, it's Romans 15:13. Is that what it is? Yep. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. So obviously it's something where somebody might need some hope. They might be lacking it and from their own human self. So anyway, there's all these awesome boxes. I will show, I've already posted the directions I love this one. I've already posted all the directions in the Creating for Christ group, so you can always go there if you're not already a member. And so you're going to make these 5 boxes, plus there's 3 gorgeous cards. So here's this one. And again, the tutorial is already posted, but you can order the supplies to be able to make these as well. We have a kit that we have. I believe the kit is $39, and then all the supplies will get shipped to you. And we give you I always focus kind of on like one bundle, and the one that I focused on I ended up completely falling in love with. Like I liked it, and now I love it and can't. So that's what we're going to use today. So that's why I was inspired to use it for today. But we're going to be using the Simply Succulents. The succulents are pretty, they're great, but the words are like incredibly, I love them. But the best part of the Simply Succulents is the potted succulents framelets. Someone said, can you tell me what fonts you use? I get my fonts from like websites. So I will like go on the internet, and I usually go to wedding websites, and I will look for ones. Some of them I've bought, I had to pay for the font, like I don't know, $1.99 or something. Some of them I get for free. So all of those fonts are ones that are like special that they're not in a program. You'd have to just go online and Google and look up just some pretty wedding fonts. That's how I get all my extra fonts that are just really pretty. All right, so we have the potted succulents, the framelets. These are so cool. You have lots of, let me see if you can, I'll turn you down. Let me turn you down. So I'm gonna show you, obviously, we're gonna turn down anyway just to show the project. But these framelets are really cool because it comes with like labels, which is what I used on all of those boxes. And then it comes with this one, which makes a mess, by the way. So when you do it, you're gonna have all these little pieces that are gonna be like all over the place. So it's fun. If you need some confetti, I mean, this is great for confetti. But then it also has pieces that cut out all of the succulent pieces in the pot and all of that. So it's a really big set of framelets. It's not like just this. It's like almost like 3 sets of framelets in one, I feel like it. So it's a really good value. So these are it's the potted succulents, and that's what we're gonna use today. All right, you ready to jump in? So what I went ahead and did ahead of time, because I wanted to show you this one. This one is really cool. It cut out very nicely, but then I had all these little pieces. So you can obviously collect them for confetti if you want to, or throw them away. And then I trimmed around the outside to make this the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And this is just a really pretty overlay that we're going to use. I ran this out of our like thick basic white, so it's got a little bit of texture to it, or strength to it. Now I have another piece of thick basic white, and this one is, let me see, I don't think I have my label in here. Oh, there it is, it's hiding in there. All right, so this one is also our thick basic white, and it's 4 1/4 by 11. So I'm gonna take that and fold this in half. All right. This is the part that's fun. You can choose any color that you want to, but I'm gonna be using Pool Party, and then also Coastal Cabana. So we're gonna use the Pool Party. What I'm gonna be using are our new blending brushes. So they are so soft, so sweet. Does anybody own these already? I honestly have had them since they came out, and I haven't used them yet. And my friend Michelle Litwiller, who works here for me, she's been using them a ton because she loves them. So she's used them on a lot of cards that we've been doing here in the studio. So she has got me hooked now. I'm going to show you a couple tips about them. So the first thing is you always want to have a piece of like this is like scrap paper. This is just some typing paper. You want to have that nearby you. So you want to have just some sort of scrap paper near you. And I'm using the Pool Party, and you're just going to go ahead and ink up your brush. So can you see that I'm going to ink up my brush, and then I'm going to start off on beginning off on the scrap paper, and then I'm going to move to where I actually want it. And at this one, you have complete control over, obviously, how dark you want it. You want to start off, because the reason why, I don't know if you can probably see in the video, but the very first touch has like, it almost looks, it has like the bristly look to it. So you might want the bristly look. I don't. I want a soft, blended look. So I'm just going to do that Pool Party pretty much all over. And it gives you like this gorgeous, soft background. Now I could just obviously stamp on this. I could do a lot of things on this. If you wanted to make like a stencil and lay that down, then you could like make it into clouds. But this blending brush, if you can see, it's so different than a sponge because it gives a very, very soft and smooth and really blended look to it, and not like that spongy, bristly kind of look. So I started off with the pool party. And then I'm not gonna clean this because I'm gonna go right into the Coastal Cabana, which is just kind of a darker color. So it's not like I need to necessarily clean this. Now this is a lot darker. So again, I wanna get off a lot of that, the really darkness of it. And then I'm just gonna kind of go around the edges with the Coastal Cabana. I'm not gonna go over all of it. I want this to kind of be a variated look, see, my first swap on that was dark and bristly. So I wanna do that first here, and then I wanna go to the paper where I get the smooth, beautiful blended look. So there we go. This is the background of my card. Now, if you don't like, Coastal Cabana is actually my favorite Stampin' Up! Color. So you guys tell me, if you had to pick one Stampin' Up! Color as your favorite, which is really hard to do. I could probably pick about 12 favorites. But if I had to pick one, my one would be Coastal Cabana. I love this color with just about anything. Now before I move on though, I do want to show you how we have learned to clean our brushes. Some people say you have to have a brush, for every single color. You can have a brush for maybe you can have like 12 brushes, one for yellows, one for pinks, one for blues, one for greens, and you can do that. But we've learned that you can take a microfiber cloth, and then you're just gonna use this to clean your brush. And you wanna make sure that it's damp. And then, so we have used this one brush, we've used it in yellow, we've used it in orange, we've used it in blues, and we've used it in purples, this one brush. And you just wanna do the microfiber until it comes out clear. And then you can just wash this. If you can tell we've used this a ton of times, and it doesn't even discolor. I don't know, microfiber, and by the way, of course, Nancy got this for us here at the studio. She is our Wonder Woman of cleaning and organizing, and she even has this cute little jar that we keep it in. So, but look, now brush is completely clean and clear. So I could go into yellow, I could go into any color I wanted to. So you just want to dampen your microfiber cloth. That's the best thing to use. And then, as much as I'd love for you to buy 40 of these, one for each color, you actually really don't have to. 1 or 2 packs will be more than plenty. So because you can easily clean them right here with this cloth, and then we just take that and look, it goes right back in the jar. And so the next time I want to use it, I am all set and clean and ready to go. So, okay, back to our card. So next I want to take this and look at that. It's just going to overlay over top of our card. Isn't that beautiful? Can you guys, I know, you can never see how beautiful something is. You can glue this down a couple different ways. I'm gonna take a very thin, I'm gonna try. I am so messy with this. I'm like a big bumbling, like when you're like a bowl in a china shop. That's how I am with green glue. But I'm gonna try to go really thin and really patient so I can get a nice thin line going down here. Oh goodness, this is not my forte, but I'm gonna try. Last night I used green glue on a project, or we call it green glue because the cap is green, so obviously obviously it's the Tombow. Oh gosh, see, look, I'm putting big globs. You want to put a nice, there you go, nice thin little strip. Okay, I don't do a lot of the fussy things. I just don't have patience. I am all about like instant, like let's go on to the next thing, let's go. So when things require patience, I usually have my friends do those things. And then like Jane right now is making 120 pillow gifts from vellum, and vellum requires a lot of patience. So I'm just gonna put that thin layer going all the way around. There you go. All right, so once you've done that, now the other patience is I have to let this dry, and I don't like letting things dry either, but we're going to, because I'm gonna teach you how to do this the proper way. You could also use a mini glue dot on the 4 corners, but then this will not lay flush, which is not a big deal. Look at that. Okay, you guys can all say, Rhonda, we're so proud of you, hooray. Because I am very proud of myself. I don't have glue spread out everywhere. It actually lays nice and flush. So there you go. I did it the right way for you guys. But this is the one that Michelle did. She is not very patient either, and she used mini glue dots, and so it works, but it still has a little bit of a lift on the sides, and that might bug some of you. So, but it's still beautiful. So anyway, I used the and also like Michelle did a lot more Coastal Cabana in hers, and I used a lot more Pool Party in mine, so it had a little bit of a different tone to it. But there you go. So that once that's done. I should have made this like in purple or something to show you it could be so different. But I love this ribbon. I wanted to use this ribbon. This is out of the Playing with Patterns pack of ribbon. You get 3 of them. And so this is it's like a Coastal Cabana, but it also matches Pool Party, and it goes with Bermuda Bay. So it goes with any of, oops, sorry, I knocked the holder. It goes with any of those types of colors. All right. So now we're going to tie a bow. Let's see how I do with that one. I'm trying all these challenging things with you guys today on this live video. I haven't seen your comments about what your favorite colors are. I'll go back and read them later so that I can, because I love to see what everybody's favorite colors are. But this one is my all-time favorite. Right now, I really love Misty Moonlight too. Like that's a really, with Purple Posy, that color combination is so good. All right, if you, in the description of this video when I'm done, I'm gonna post the link for you to be able to join Creating for Christ if you're not already, so you can get that tutorial. But also, you know, if you join my email list, I always email that stuff out to you too, so you'll be able to get it that way as well. All right, let's finish this up. I have one of those labels. This is one of those labels from the Potted Succulents, and I'm gonna take the Simply Succulent stamp set, and I love this. Kind people are my kind of people. Oh boy, I love that. We don't have to be perfect, but we do have to be kind. We never know what somebody's going through in a day. You know, sometimes, you know, somebody, you just don't know like what they're dealing with. Sometimes we can't even begin to imagine. So just being kind is really cool. Okay, so kind people are my kind of people. So this is somebody you could send it to that was kind to you and that you think is a kind person. So we're going to, and I can think of so many people who are kind. We're gonna take a couple of our dimensionals, which are right at my fingertips because I have this awesome adhesive holder. And we're gonna put those, I'm gonna use 4 of them. I've become like crazy about dimensionals. Like I go through a page a day, I think, every day. I always seem to run out of them. So I can't ever seem to order enough. All right, so we're going to take those and put that there on the front of our card. I know it's gonna be hard to see just how gorgeous this is, but last but not least, we're gonna take some of our rhinestones, our simple basic rhinestones, because we're just gonna sprinkle those on in some different places, and it is going to just really make this a special, special card. All right, so what do you think? I should have done it in a different color, as Michelle helped me with that one. And I should have done it so you could see the variation of just, hey, changing the blending brush and using, you know, purples or yellows or pinks. So I'm gonna bring you back up here so I can see your comments. Bumblebee and Coastal Cabana. Hey Susan, I said you only get one choice. If you have one choice of your favorite color, what would it be? But that's a really good combination for sure. But I love to show you things that, obviously, look at that card. Isn't that beautiful? And so it actually, oh, Beautimus. Thank you, Gail. I can't wait to see how you create it. You always even do better than I do when you recreate them. But it is just a really easy, obviously, it was simple. You saw me put it together. The hardest part for me was getting the glue just really thin and really, yeah, Tammy, great minds think alike, Coastal Cabana. Yep, and Susan too, absolutely. So it's a beautiful card. This was Michelle's version, which is, again, a little bit more Coastal Cabana-ish, but I'll take a picture also. And Gail says, pear pizzas. That's a new Stampin' Up! Color. I haven't heard of that one. I think you meant pear pizzazz. I actually speak your language, so I understand what that means too. So thank you guys for being here. Remember to give me the thumbs up or give me a heart. That always just makes me feel better, because obviously doing live, Facebook Lives are not always easy. But thanks for joining me today for your lunch break. And I'm grateful that you are here. This is a very busy week in the studio. We have lots coming on because I have to have another foot surgery. Most of you who know me know the last year I had to have a pretty major foot surgery on my one foot. Well, now it's time for my other foot. They wanted to wait a year to do the other one. So next week on Thursday, I have to have my other foot surgery done. And it requires about 6 months of healing. And the first 3 weeks, I'm not even allowed to leave my house. I have to stay home and in a cast and with my foot up. And then the next 3 weeks, I can start coming back to work again. So we have and it was very sudden. I went last Monday to just have them kind of figure out when they want to do it, and it's now. So anyway, we're getting a lot of things ready. So I will come back next week for a Facebook Live with you, but then there'll be a couple weeks where I probably won't be able to come. But we are going to be filming some videos in advance for you and working ahead, so you can still check out a lot of my videos on YouTube, because I am not just going to leave you for 3 weeks. Well, I will miss you, and hopefully you would miss me too. So I will be just doing some pre-recording, but I will be doing a Facebook Live next week. Thank you guys for your prayers. I just pray for a quick recovery. The recovery last time was so long, and I'm hoping that I'm just gonna be patient. I'm just gonna try to be patient, but it will. It's those darn bunions. Do any of you guys have bunions? They are so painful, and to the point where you actually will choose, surgery over dealing with a bunion. But I have bunions on both sides of my feet, on both of my feet. So I had one done a year ago, and then I'll have to have my other one done on next Thursday. But there's they cut the bone, and then they shave it down, and they put couple screws on both sides. So it takes a little bit. It takes a while. So thank you guys. Anyway, so I will be here next week though. So I wanted to tell you, but after that, I'll probably be 2 or maybe 3 weeks before I'm able to come back for a live. But I will absolutely be loading up some pre-recorded videos for you on YouTube. All right, you guys have a great day. I will hopefully see you soon. On Friday, I'll be doing a 5-minute Friday project on YouTube as well. So make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, so that way you know when they are, and then they'll let you know, so you know when to come and look for them. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.